Good Thursday morning, everybody. What I like to call Little Friday. Wow, that had some hang time to it. It is October the 12th, and I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam Channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Well, we got rid of the clouds. We shook those off late yesterday. Beautiful sunset with some of the clouds still left over, and the sun breaking through just before sunset. And overnight, we've cleared out some of the skies mostly. There's still a few clouds out to the east, but everything is looking pretty good this morning as you make the drive into work this morning. I don't foresee any even fog issues as far as that goes. Everything is looking pretty good this morning. Here's a look at the radar and all the stuff going on. There's plenty going on. It's just not happening here. Most of it is down south. As you can see, this big area of rain that just continues to move from southeastern Alabama through Georgia and the Carolinas. Very heavy rain going on there and some thunderstorms as well. Here we are, just kind of sitting here in the catbird seat and just looking around like, hey, not much is happening here. We can deal with that. Excuse me. Here it goes every time, this time of the year, right when I get to talking. You know what I'm talking about because you're dealing with the same thing. Here's our warm front this morning, well to the north of us. This is what brought us the clouds and the warm up that we started to feel overnight last night. It didn't get as chilly as it has been the last few nights, thanks to that warm front. And now, as a result, we're underneath that dome of warmer air with high pressure still in control. We're going to start to feel the warmer air pumping in from the south today. Look at all this back here. All of these are high wind watches and high wind warnings. It's very windy and it's going to get stormy there along a cold front that is eventually going to affect us as we get into Friday. But by the time it gets here, it is not going to be severe and it's not going to bring us, any really heavy weather. It's just going to bring us a chance of rain. And that chance of rain will start, it appears, on Friday afternoon. In the meantime, let's check mesonet temperatures as of 6:30 this morning as I'm recording this podcast. You can see that we are warmer, not by a whole lot, but just enough so it doesn't have that extra chill to the air. We're 50s for the most part. There's a 48 up in Hart County near Munfordville. And then you have 56 in Metcalfe County. We're talking a county away, what, 30, 40 miles away, maybe, if that much. And it's 55, almost 56 in Edmonton, in Metcalfe County. It's crazy. Yeah. And it's because of the very stable air mass, the clear sky. Everything is depending on, as far as your temperature is going to relate to the elevation of these stations. So you got 56 in Edmonton, and then you have 45 in Morgantown. That's near Woodbury, which is near the river. And so it's gonna read colder. But then you get back into Bowling Green and we're at 50, 51. You got 53 over in Barron County and over toward Russellville and Logan County, and then down toward Franklin, and then 56 in Scottsville, almost 56. So, yeah, a variety of temperatures, but mostly we're talking 50s as you get started on this Thursday morning. So, not as chilly as it's been. It's been in the low 40s and upper 30s the last few nights. So, at least this is going to feel better. And today is going to feel warmer. And here's your model blender. The blender is showing 78 today. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Um, some of the models have 80, but I don't think I mean, we may get close. A few of you on your individual, like a porch thermometer or a thermometer you've got somewhere around, it may read 80 this afternoon, but We're going to go with 78 generally on average. That's going to be our high temperature. And tomorrow, more like 77 instead of 79, which they have here. Now, the change starts to happen on Saturday. That's when a cold front will begin to pull through the area, especially Saturday morning, and we'll see some leftover showers Saturday morning. The most likely time to get rain is going to be Friday night. And I know we've talked about this already about football after the fall break. Now we're back to football Friday nights, area high schools. It's going to be wet, it's going to be damp, and it may even be breezy, but it's not going to rain hard. It's not going to be a lot of rain. I'll show you in a minute about that, but I don't think it's going to be like really really bad conditions, and we're not looking at thunderstorms, so you don't have to worry about lightning. I don't think for Friday night. It's just rain. It just looks like it's just going to be a little bit of rain. um so we go on Friday. I'm going to say 77. Saturday, that chance of shower 68. It says 69 there, but then we take a 10-degree drop in temperature with the passage of the cold front. Breezy northwest winds come in for Sunday, and you see there, I'm going 58 and then 57 on Monday. So what you're seeing there is close. Again, it's an average. This is the blender. It puts all the models in, stirs them up, blends them up, and then puts them out as an average. And then you see we go back into the 60s for much of next week, approaching 70 in a couple of spots. Overnight lows will be in the 40s. There could be a few nights when we do indeed maybe see some upper 30s, especially off to the north of us where it's, most likely to be a little bit colder, which is usually what happens this time of the year. All right, here's the model map. We'll show you here that big low pressure system over the plains. This is the one that's going to be stirring up trouble. And look at that. It's already at 991 millibars. So it's a deepening low. And then you've got one to the south that's at 996. But these two working kind of in tandem. Our warm front is here to the north, and the cold front is like that. So this is all overrunning moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. All of this is just moving east away from us. So here we are, just kind of caught in the middle of these two systems, and they're going to progress. As you can see, this low deepens even more, 987. Yeah, it gains strength. And look at all this snow in the Rockies. Yeah, that's crazy. But here it comes. Now, I mean, it is the time of the year for this stuff to happen, so should not be too surprised. The low then gains or it weakens a little bit more. It drops into the 980s, comes back to the 990s as it moves east. We're going to see quiet weather today and tonight. Here we go through tomorrow, and that low just kind of holds its own. See, now it's starting to weaken a little bit more as it moves east and runs into the leftover high pressure. Well, that high pressure will start to eat away at a lot of this shower activity. You can clearly see the front right there as we get into tomorrow west of us. And because this high pressure ridge wants to hang on, it's going to start to scrub away a lot of those showers. So by the time it gets here on Friday, yes, it still will be breezy. And yes, it is still going to turn colder, but it's not going to be stormy. All the storm energy will be spent, back here uh, for the next couple of days. So by the time it gets to us, which is going to be Friday evening, you can see the cold front coming through with the showers. Yeah, we're going to get some rain out of it, but it's not going to be anything that's going to be too heavy. And there you can see that low continues to weaken into the 1001 millibar reading, and that means it's weaker than it was way back west. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about any extreme weather on Friday night. Just some showers pulling through the area, and that will be the extent of it. Let's show you the maps real quick here for the next several days. The maps are showing that frontal boundary that's already come through. Everything is pretty quiet here. We're going to see um, some fog, patchy fog in a couple of places this morning. As we go through the day, everything's fine, mainly sunny. We'll see some clouds around today and a high at 78, as I mentioned, the warmer. Here we go into Friday morning, a little bit of light rain, maybe some sprinkles here in southern Kentucky. The main area of rain is back here against the cold front and the warm front to the north. We go into Friday afternoon and evening. Yeah, that's when the rain is going to come down, as you can see, areas of low pressure and all that. But it comes through pretty quickly. This is Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon and evening. Still some leftover showers. A couple of little bands here, little troughs will hang around, disturbances to keep some showers in the forecast, even into Sunday and Monday. And then finally, by Tuesday and Wednesday, all of this begins to move away, and we start to see sunshine return and highs in the 60s. All right, that'll do it for this Thursday morning edition of the Sam Channel Weather, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. On the radio right now until 10 a.m., Sam 100.7. And then I'll see you tonight, 5, 6, and 10 on WNKY News 40. Have a great Thursday. God bless you. And thank you for watching.